We're back on the NBA Finals film room. Rick Hamlin, Stu Jackson, Sam Mitchell, and Mike Fratello watching Game 5 of the Finals live as it happens. And the Cavaliers have the Dubs right where they want them right now. A big reason why is Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie having such a huge night scoring the basketball. As he turns the corner on Harrison Barnes, he captures the attention of Curry and Varejao, both looking at what they think is going to be a wide-open layup. However, just at that moment, Shumpert, understanding that his teammate is unselfish and will pass it, winds up making a cut right down the lane without the basketball, rewarding his teammate. Kyrie Irving knows exactly where he is, gives it to him. There's the finish by Shumpert at the end. An assist and a bucket for Cleveland.
But, Coach, you would be happy about this. When you go back and watch the play, Shumpert didn't make his cut until Steph Curry completely turned his head. And what do we teach our players? When you see the back of a guy's head, you got to cut.
Turn away, doesn't know where you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just getting started here in Game 5. And, Sam, you have already seen a play from the Cavaliers that had you shaking your head.
Well, look, everybody's been talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers got to play more slow, moving the ball, passing, screen, and cut. Well, they come out and they run an old corner play that everybody runs, everybody calls it different things. And the players, LeBron James passes it to Kevin Love. And on the strong side, the action, he sets a screen for Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving has the option. He can curl off LeBron and Kevin Love can hit him for a layup. Or LeBron can go down and set a screen, pass it to him. Now Kevin Love can run a DHO with Kyrie Irving as he comes off. Tristan Thompson is setting a back screen for J.R. Smith to flare him over to have that. And then Tristan Thompson, if they switch or if he reads it and this guy shows, now Tristan Thompson can slip also for a basket. But J.R. Smith, playing, to Coach's point, 23 minutes and 57 seconds without getting a shot, he breaks the play. Tristan Thompson sets the back screen as Kyrie comes off, but instead of J.R. coming back, letting Tristan Thompson set a down screen, and he's coming back curling or coming off for a shot, he breaks the play and he empties out over into the strong side. Now you have 4 offensive players over here, Tristan Thompson over here, who is not a one-on-one player. And what happens? LeBron James ends up with the basketball, dribbles over, attacks one-on-one. The shot is contested. Golden State's out in transition. And that's the discipline of the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the difference between Cleveland and Golden State. Golden State do not break their plays unless they read an opportunity to slip for a layup.
And you see Bogut there with the contest. Boy, Tristan Thompson took on the pose of an offensive lineman right there in the NFL, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he did. I mean, and listen, I'm sure the message before the game by Tyronn Lue is you have to be physical with Golden State if you have any chance of disrupting them offensively and defensively.
It's the Finals film room, last 2:14 of Game 5, and it looks like the Cavaliers have come into Oracle, taken advantage of the Draymond Green absence, and will force a Game 6. Coach Fratello, in Game 4 in the second half, Kyrie and LeBron take 33 of the 38 second-half shots for the Cavaliers. They both made a ton of field goals. They played great, but the Cavs lose that game. Tonight, we've seen a similar thing. Tons of shots, tons of makes from LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. What's the difference? Why are they winning this one, and why did they lose Game 4?
The difference is Draymond Green is not in this game tonight, plain and simple. Draymond Green does affect LeBron James. He affects him at the defensive end of the floor. He gets into his head a little bit. He's such a versatile player. In Game 2, they challenged Draymond Green, the Cavaliers, and said, we're not playing you behind the three-point line. He made 5 of 8 three-pointers. He may not do that every night, but he did it on a night where they needed it, got it, win the game because of it. He returns in Game 6.
And Rick, to me, and Coach, Draymond Green, one of those players, like you said, he may not go 5 for 8 from the 3, but he does something different every night to impact the game, whether it's assists, whether it's defense, whether it's making threes, whether it's rebounding, whatever, whether it's hustle plays. Draymond Green brings something every night to help you win basketball games. And then that mental toughness and the physical toughness that he brings. He is their bully. He is the guy that stands up to everybody on the opposing team. He gets them going, and he's the guy, if you think about it, protects Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. He's their 6'7" bully, and he's the bad guy on their basketball team. And they need that Draymond Green, that presence. And without him, you can look at him. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Searching.
Yeah, because they don't have that third guy. And to your point, Coach, off the air you said, Harrison Barnes knew no Draymond Green. Hey, all eyes on you. Are you going to step up? Are you going to be that guy? And so far, and he just didn't do it. You know, he just shrunk tonight.
Question point blank. Coach Fratello, you first. If Draymond Green were playing tonight, would the Warriors be winning this game?
Well, that's a tough thing to answer. It really is, because we don't know that. We just know what he gives his team and what normally happens when he's out there on the floor for them. And Cleveland probably wouldn't have 112 points right now on the scoreboard, and his team might have a few more points right now. And who knows? Maybe Bogut wouldn't have been in the game at the time that he wound up getting hurt if Draymond were there. Draymond may have been playing that 5 position. There's a lot of questions, but that's a tough one to answer for sure. We don't know that.
Yeah, and I mean, look, you can't say that, because that doesn't mean Kyrie Irving and LeBron James still wouldn't have lost their mind. Look, I don't care who played. If LeBron James and Kyrie Irving played like that, they're going to win the basketball game.
Right.
Hands down. The thing is, like Coach said, you don't know exactly what would happen because of his physicality. And maybe Golden State would have been scoring more points tonight. You just don't know.
Yeah, what I do know, I don't think there's a 40-plus game by 2 players on the floor with Draymond Green spearheading your defense. I just don't see it. And that's the biggest impact that I think that he would have had on tonight's game, aside from the work on the glass.
You know, an angle of this series that we haven't had to talk about very much, but if this starts getting away from Cleveland, would you hack a Bogut? Would you hack an Iguodala to put them at the line and just slow the thing down?
Rick, I'll do whatever I have to do to try to win the game, but I'm sitting here watching, and to Coach's point earlier, Kevin Love at one point in Minnesota was an MVP candidate. He has a 6'7" guy, Harrison Barnes, guard him, and Kevin Love is 6'10", 260, 265. At some point, Kevin Love, part of that big three, is he going to take Andre Iguodala and Harrison Barnes down there in the post and try to get some basket, or at least force Golden State to have to sag enough to where now shots for Shannon Fry and J.R. Smith are going to be open. But Kevin Love has got to become, he just can't be a standstill jump shooter, because 20 feet from the basket, he's not quick enough to drive the ball on Harrison Barnes and Andre Iguodala. He's got to take them in the post, or right now they're not going to let him stand there and shoot wide open threes.
That is a hard foul right there. Festus Ezeli got his money's worth on Tristan Thompson.
Well, it's a hard foul, and I expect this to be reviewed as a potential flagrant foul. I'd like to see the replay. It doesn't appear to be a flagrant foul because he contests his shot. He gets ball first. He has a little bit of follow through. Not flagrant.
Stu, that's just a little love.
No, I agree.
Back in the day, that's a little love.
Common foul. Common foul.
But it may be, it could go either way, but that's an easy touch love foul.
To address Sam's point there about the matchup between Kevin Love and if it's Harrison Barnes on him, whoever they happen to put on him, you've got to, why are you starting him if you're not going to go to him and get him involved?
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, so put him down in that low post. You know what they love to do, and we've seen it every game from them thus far. They fake like they're coming. They fake like they're coming. They don't really come early on to see if you're going to score off them. If you get 1 or 2 with your back to the basket, then they'll fake, and go, and finally trap you. But you've got to test them to see if you can pull that next defender and then pass out of it to get the open looks from the perimeter for J.R. Smith, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving.